DirecTV customers were treated to the soothing sounds of Lady Gaga's paparazzi in place of the alert message.
I'm a streaker. I'm 300 pounds, painted blue, and apart from the cleats, I'm completely naked.
That's why I run an independent. When did the independent station go off? Are you gonna do a thing tomorrow morning? Are you gonna do a date? Are you gonna? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next week. You're going to? I mean, when it comes up to it, I will do a live stream.
Well, that would make me sit up and take notice. Most radio listeners were treated to the usual bookends of electronic noise, but with no message in between. In fact, some stations were stuck with up to 4 minutes of silence. And a lucky few missed out on the EAS altogether.
That wasn't me. Okay, let's see here.
On the morning of
Where's the chicken at? I know I have some chicken up here. I know I didn't put the chicken. There's the chicken. Please tell me I don't have to go downstairs. My chicken.
It never happened.
Yes, I do. I'm downstairs. More chicken. I'm going to. Okay, since I'm doing this by myself and it's not warmed up yet, I'm gonna go downstairs for a second and get more chicken.
The first form of civil defense broadcasting was known as CONELRAD, short for Control of Electromagnetic Radiation. Such a happy thought. Established in 1951, CONELRAD was the first system of civil defense broadcasting in the U.S. Now, let's step in the old Wayback Machine. It is midday, April 17, 1959. Today marks the 6th annual Operation Alert Drill, in which people across America, well, a fair amount anyway, take part in a nationwide civil defense drill. Now, if you already have a radio on, you're being forced to change the station to either 640 or 1240 AM. Doesn't matter which.
I tried 640 and 1240. One of the stations I get Spanish.
Once you arrive at the proper frequency, you find Groucho Marx telling you how to survive a nuclear blast.
Duck.
We haven't slipped into a David Lynch film, although I wish we had. This is real. During this
Ooh, Boris Karloff, he's good. How much money does guy get paid? Ow. I'm so sorry now. Oh, ew, onions. I don't like onions in my food. Onions belong on one thing only. My table to shoot.
It just depends. CONELRAD was discontinued in 1963. CONELRAD was replaced with the Emergency Broadcast System, or EBS.
This has been the Emergency Broadcast System.
So could, but usually wasn't. Also used for weather watches and warnings, setting the stage for almost every civil defense broadcast since. Okay, I said almost. There was this one time when the EBS was activated for what was thought to be a national emergency. So with that, we make our next stop. The date is Saturday, February 20th, 1971. It's just after 9:30 a.m.
W-O-W-O, whoa, whoa. W-O-W-O, whoa, whoa. Fort Wayne, Indiana. Remember that? I heard that a few times. Okay, it's still warming up. Okay. One of the Carter's family. Right. That'd be awesome to do too, but I'm not gonna worry about that.
The folks at the Emergency Warning Center at Cheyenne Mountain, Colorado, would send out a test of an EBS directive to all radio stations throughout the country. These tests would be received over each station's teletype machine and would include that week's predetermined code word and, if needed, any further instruction. Now, a quick note. In those days, radio stations would receive a pair of monthly lists of secret code words, one for tests, one for emergencies, to determine the authenticity of an EBS transmission. This time, the day's emergency code word was sent out by mistake. Now,
Really?
thankfully, many stations refused to air an emergency broadcast until they knew why they were airing it. But there was certainly no shortage of stations that dutifully issued an alert anyway, even if they had absolutely no clue why.
Okay, so the charge.
This station has interrupted its regular program at the request of the United States government to participate in the emergency broadcast system serving the Fort Wayne area. Video awaiting further information. WOWO received this emergency announcement just moments ago. We have to verify, we did verify the special message code, and this is an emergency action directed by the Emergency Network and directed by the President.
Nixon!
We do not know the cause of this emergency notification, but we ask you to stay tuned. This is Bob Sievers. I'm checking the wires. I'll be with you the moment we have further information. We will cease all commercial...
You should do a video, Tyler. I know I should do a video on that, but I'm going to be doing that video later.
We'll be right back.
I feel good all in.
It doesn't really matter, but if I don't get paid next week, then we're gonna have problems. We'll have severe problems next week. But yeah, Wednesday I gotta buy some equipment. I'm making chicken for lunch. I'm making chicken for lunch.
99% of late period baby boomers, Gen Xers, and pre-1990 Gen Y-ers would agree that the weekly EBS tests helped traumatize them for life. Usually during Saturday morning cartoons or during the commercial break of a favorite family sitcom, we would have this thrown in our faces.
No.
And if it were a CBS affiliate, invariably you'd get the CBS eyeball death staring you down to boot. Or if it was a station that was slightly behind the times, you'd be greeted with the long outdated Conrad CD graphic.
Fox never did that. My Fox affiliate never did that. Or CBS. Or ABC.
You got both the CD logo and the CBS Eagle Eye. Oh yeah, and anyone else remember these little bundles of joy?
Yeah, I remember that. I know that one time. I mean, it only happened once. And that's before the 911 service was out. That was a couple years ago. 911 service was out.
And for you oh so lucky radio listeners, I am convinced that many a tender moment was thwarted by these tests.
Wednesdays, when mine goes off Wednesday.
For the next 60 seconds, the station will conduct a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test.
And now, the current darling of the airwaves, the Emergency Alert System. Instituted in 1997, the EAS introduced us to the now ubiquitous stew of duck calls. You know, dual-tone signal, graphics that look like they've been farted out by a Commodore Amiga that had a stroke, and usually the creepy robo-voiced announcement. Now, back on the duck call thing, it has been scientifically proven that these noises cause all water birds within earshot to become instantly sexually aroused. In fact, pre-recorded EAS tests are currently being used by conservationists to spike egg production in depleted areas. Okay, maybe I made that up. But I digress. Unlike the old EBS, where the tests would usually fall during commercial breaks, these new ones only occur during the climactic point of a really good show, or as I said earlier, at 3:30 in the morning on that one night you fell asleep with the TV on.
What
And
happened?
don't you just love the weather warnings?
It's all very well, Mr. Holmes. We're waiting here. We'll go. If the first person comes to drop in the learn.
Find me.
This wall is gonna break one of these days. I'm gonna laugh.
The National Weather Service. Wilmington County and Cheyenne County in eastern Colorado.
That's over 100 miles away from here, and nobody lives there!
At 7:40 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, National Weather Service radar detected a severe thunderstorm capable of producing large-size hail and damage winds in excess of 45 miles per hour. This storm was detected 25 miles east of Lidman, at 30 miles per hour.
So it's moving away from here. Well, that's just brilliant.
Continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Lightning is one of nature's number one killers.
You don't
Take
say.
shelter immediately. If no shelter, lie flat in an overload ditch.
But you said hail. Flooding. Lie face down in a ditch. In a flood. What? So you could drown while you're beaten to death? You know, just for well, maybe not. So it could be worse. Ever seen one of Australia's EASs? Well, that does it for today. This has been a test of the emergency broadcast service. If this had been an actual emergency, you would have been informed to bend over and kiss your ass goodbye, but not before being given the runaround as to where to find information actually pertinent to your area. The broadcasters of America, in less than voluntary cooperation with the FCC and other authorities, have developed this system to
Well, I need to tell that if you're I like the new Lolly Pass. I like the new Lolly Pass back in '97. Back in if Colorado got activated again, you would have to go to your local radio station, which I have two of those in my town. I have to go to WLKM or WRCI because I don't think Kalamazoo would do. I don't think Kalamazoo Channel 3 would actually help me out.
Most of the initial concept of the archive was that it would be this rather dry PBS style show, and it would follow the same structure as the show PBS would always be.
You guys are no longer.
So I dropped that after this episode, and I'm glad I did. I think in the long run it would wind up being very restrictive. And it's been again from the oddity.
Okay, take a sip now. They're done. Whoops, the camera's actually on. I was joking. I didn't know it was actually fit. Oh, well, it's too late now.
As a narrator, and I hadn't quite figured out the regular structure.